Hey everybody, it's Eileen. I'm home. So good to be here with all of you. It feels kind of weird. I've been driving for so much. I don't know what it's like to stand still. So I hope you guys are doing well. Can you guys hear me okay? Hey Laura, thank you. It's good to be home. Hi Karen. Hi Chris. It was a good trip. Just a lot of driving. Hey Charlotta, good to see you too. I have been unloading my car. There's still stuff in there. Hi Joellen, how are you? I love the little hand. So today we're going to do something and I hope it works. I'm trying to peel off the edges of my adhesive so I don't have to sit there and you have to watch me torturously peeling this stuff apart. But hey Glum, how are you? Linda, Lisa, how are you? Hi Allison. So I saw Lisa in person and I got to meet her sister Deb. Hi Linda. Yes, we did have a great time. I think everybody had fun. It sounds like it. Hi Susie. So, what more can you want? I mean, really, you get together a bunch of people. There's shopping, there's stuff to make. You have all your stuff. There's new people to talk to. Hi Janet. Hi Bernice. I'm glad I made it home too. Hi Carrie. The three of you are watching. Oh, Mr. T. Hi Anna and Bernard. So good. Well, I'm glad everybody is doing okay. And honestly, every time I go, I think, I hope I make it back. I just saw I forgot to move my cart. Did you guys know that there is now a larger cart over at Container Store? Madeline was telling me about it, and it's huge. It's really long. It's bigger than the IKEA cart. So I had to go and get one. It really does hold a lot of stuff. Hi, Stacy and Glenda, Angie, Janet, Carol, Sarah, Lizzie, Brenda. Oh, good to see everybody. Yeah, so we're gonna there are just a couple things that I found along the way. And Leslie brought me a very, very nice gift, but I kept it upstairs because it was food. This was my little name tag, in case I forgot. Hi, Debbie. Oh yeah. I missed you guys too. Hi, Sharon. Good food, great instructors, wonderful. I know, exactly. And time to just sit there and do it. And hi, Nina. Okay, so these are a couple things from Lisa Townsend that she brought, knowing that, I go to Ollie's, and so does she. Look at these pretty index cards. I have never seen these colors. Wait, let me show you. I've seen like the bright neons, which, you can't really disguise them. But look at these colors. Look at that red. Isn't that cool? I would do a whole thing with that. And then on the back, they're another color. So I've got to get up to Ollie's and see. On the back of this is purple. And then on the green is orange. On the blue, or red, it's blue. I'm all backwards because I'm looking at the back here. But these are really, really nice. I have to go get some of them. Index cards are really great for fitting in our books. So thank you, Lisa. She also brought some envelopes, number 10 envelopes. There were 25 in a pack for $1.99. I mean, you can't, when you go to Staples or something, they're $3 or $4. Hi, Dee. The trip was great. So what we did was, I went down and look at this too. Isn't that nice kind of aged paper? It's probably for like a certificate or something, but you could use the inside, or these are kind of cool too, like for the edge of a book to glue that on. So the trip was good. I got down there in plenty of time. I was a little tired, so I was sleeping kind of, driving an hour, pulling over an hour, but it was fine. And then I got there and I just went to bed because it was midnight. And then the next day I came down. I was teaching at 3 though, so it was good. So I could kind of get the lay of the land and meet people. And help the others do their class, and then by the time I got to my class, they were helping me. So, when everybody goes, they all kind of pitch in and, you know, help out. And then we had the first class, which went great for 30 people. I mean, they just knocked it out of the park, just sailed on through. And then the next day we had another set of classes, and that was fun. And then, oh, hey, Leslie. Then on Sunday, it was kind of sad. We had a couple classes and then everybody kind of went their separate ways. But I went down to my friends they were neighbors and my daughter's godmother. So I went and stayed with them for a couple days. And then I went and saw my aunt. And yesterday I drove all day, 520 miles. So I finally got home. But along the way, I had to stop into, I stopped in an antique mall and I got these, which kind of remind me of those index card colors. They're cigar boxes, which I used to collect. Now I have a lot of them. Yes, it was long. But look, I mean, they're like brand new. I kind of don't love the smell of them, but look at that. It came with this really pretty art, and it's like really nice and clean. So these were $5. There were two different sizes. They're very close in size. I couldn't tell the difference. Oh, so they're, one is a little wider, but they're nice for storage or even just for inspiration for colors or for shapes or for like packaging, So that's what I got. I also today went to the bank. This is almost the best of all. Every time I go, I send my brother a gift card every month. So they sent me, usually they give you one gift card and one little envelope. So today I was telling the lady, she was started to put the gift card in it. And I said, oh, don't do that because he doesn't get the vellum envelope. I keep it. She says, do you want some more? I was like, yes. So I have a whole collection and they're just really pretty little vellum envelopes, nice and sturdy. So I'm going to use them in some books. So that was like the find of the day. And then also when I was at my friend Mary Ellen's, we went to Dollar Tree because I asked to, and I found these stickers and I hadn't seen them before. And I do think that the different Dollar Trees have different items. Hi, Helen and Wilma. Who else? I think I saw everybody else. I got some of these pencils and they were in with the school supplies. I got them because they're kind of neutral and they're kind of short. And I think these would fit perfectly in our journal along the side. I know. I loved it. I was so happy. Hey, Scrapbook Garage. Yes, vellum. I know. Aren't they cute? And they just gave them to me. All right. Now this, I'm not sure exactly what this is, but we didn't have one at our store. And I measured it. It is an inch and a half an inch, I guess. So anyway, it's like a little cutting mat, I think, but I think that it would cut through. It says adhesive cutting mat. So I'm not sure, but it might be nice for on the road or something to just have a little, little measuring tool like that. So I should keep that in my bag because I'm always like, how big is that? And then you have to try and find a ruler somewhere to measure. So a blade mat. No, I don't think you could, Leslie. It's really skinny. I took it out of the bag and it is skinny. I don't know what you can do with it, but we'll see. Hi, Christy. Nope, you didn't miss much. Oh, hey, Jen Purple. You're just on break. Oh, good. I was going to say, Joy cutting mat. Oh, Cricut Joy. Oh, maybe that's what it is. It didn't feel sticky. I took it out of the bag, but maybe that's what it is. Okay, Cricut Joy. I bet that is what it is. Well, yes, it is sticky. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, the mystery is solved. I don't have a Cricut Joy, but I'll find some other thing to do with it. So that's all right. Okay, so those are my finds. And now we figured it out. Thank you. There was something else I was gonna welcome all our new members because we have new people here in the group that attended the retreat, maybe. And we also have people that are new from Create and Craft because Sharon did such an amazing job on Monday. You could use it with stencils. Ooh, we're gonna do that today. That is a great idea. Scrapbook Garage. Thank you. I'm going to use it to keep my stencil flat. So anyway, yes, thank you, Sarah Lizzie, bring me back on track. Thank you and welcome for everybody to join the group. So we have, we added probably, I don't know, I know it was 46 one day. And so, yeah, anybody welcome. And if you have any questions, oh, Rena and her sister joined. Yeah, you know, if you're new, say hi in the group so everybody can welcome you because we're so friendly. We really are a very, very friendly group. Now, is anybody here from YouTube? I don't see any. Yeah, I just see Susie from YouTube. Oh, and Bernice. Okay. All right, I wanted to make sure it was working because it's been a little while since I did one here. I started to do my on Tuesday night, I started to do my last craft camp in a hotel, and it turns out they wouldn't do, it was an unsecured network, so I couldn't get in to teach. It was horrible. Hi, Isabel. So luckily oh, that's good. Oh, that's good, Isabel. You're calming down there with the weather. I forget what I was saying. Not important. Oh, I used my hotspot and we did it. Thank God. 2 minutes late, but I got there. All right, so I am going to get the camera ready here and we'll get going on what we're making. So today, oh, let me just say, we're using the new die, the Skinny Mini book box. And what we're going to do is we're going to add an extra flap to it so that it closes over. And if we have time, I want to do kind of a fun closure. It's really easy if I have everything here by me. Hopefully we can. Hi, Carol. So what we're going to use is that die. Today we're going to use the mixed media board and we're going to use chipboard because I kind of wanted something a little lighter. And then we're also going to use the Easy Cut adhesive. And then I want to show you how to expand this die. This is the Skinny Mini Elements. So we're going to cut one. Oh, I hope I am, Debbie. You never know. Could be a disaster. I've had my share of them. Okay. Oh, yes, they were. I think people got them. You know, Leslie, I think that was really nice. So let's turn the camera down and get ready to go here. Oh, I think I got it straight. That's a miracle. Okay, so what I have is 3 pieces of the chipboard. I kind of tried one ahead of time, which was good because there was something I was doing that I probably shouldn't have done. So I'm just going to put my adhesive here on my chipboard, and we're going to add paper in a minute. I just have some old stuff that I got. Oh, well, that was really bad. Wow. Okay, I've been on vacation. I haven't crafted in a couple days. Okay, that's all right. It's not going to matter because this will be cut anyway with our die, so not a big deal. If that's the biggest mistake, then that's not bad. So I'm just taking 3 pieces of the adhesive, which I have all, you know, trimmed down. And you maybe could use glue stick, but I'm not sure that it would stick on chipboard. So I thought, just don't even mess with it. I hope they're big enough because I didn't measure them before, but they looked right. Okay, now the other thing that I'm going to do is get this paper, and this is what it looks like. It's just plain, like, it's Momenta paper, but you can use anything. This has double-sided. It's not going to matter because we're going to cover it. I just have to pick a color, which of course I love that, but let's just go through. I was thinking this yellow was kind of pretty, or gold, because that's kind of vintagey. That's pretty too. This is beautiful. Maybe this one. All right, we might need 2 pieces because I'm going to cover all 3 of my chipboard pieces with this. So I'm just going to trim these down like, probably not going to be the most, efficient way. Let's see, let's measure our board and just make sure we do enough. 7.5, and then I'm going to do 6. And I have some left over, which I can use in my, I don't even know what I'm going to put inside, but I just wanted to try the flap. So we're going to add a flap to our covers. All right, and the other thing that I want to do is I want to cut a stencil and stencil on top, just a fun little background. So let's get these on here and cut them and make the shape, and then we'll go ahead and now hopefully, yes, these are going to lift up. All right, wait, let me move it back here a little. Okay, so I'm just going to put my paper on. I didn't want anything with a pattern because I didn't want to be distracted and have to worry about, is it going the right direction or any of that. So I just wanted a pretty color because I'm going to stencil on top of this. Well, that works good. And I don't have to worry about text or anything like, oh, good Lord. See, now I should get my powder because that's going to stick to my mat of the dye, but it's in another container and it's upstairs. I already know because I saw it, so forget that. That's all right. We'll peel it off. So did you guys have a good time while I was gone? Okay. All right. Let's get our big shot over here, and we're just going to run these through 3 times. Okay. So here's my die, and I just have, I'm going to, I just want 3 covers. So I'm not even worried about, I just want to make sure that I have this whole thing covered, and I'm going to use a shorter cutting pad. It's just easier. You don't have to, send it the whole way. All right. So here's one. That's pretty. And it didn't stick too much. That's good. Okay. And I'll do another one. Okay, and just one more. And we're good. Now here I have to be a little careful because I messed that up. But I still have plenty of room here, so yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, the weather was perfect. I was thinking Georgia in August. Crazy. But it was not bad. I mean, it was even pleasant, I would say. I was happy about that. There were a couple days that got hot, but I could take it. Okay, so we have 3 covers. And normally, we would just need 2 because we usually are just making a book, 2 covers for the book. But today, we're going to have a wraparound cover, okay? All right, let me just clean this up a little back here because I'm going to be doing Let's just put these aside and let's do our other thing that I want to show you, which is we're taking our Skinny Mini Elements die, and I want to show you how you can reposition that. And I've already done one because it takes a while to poke all these things out, and I didn't want to make you have to sit and watch. But the way it works is, now what I'm using is, this is actually a piece of the Easy Cut adhesive. It makes a beautiful stencil. For one thing, the release paper is kind of waxy, so you can just wipe things off and use it a couple times. And the thickness of it is just right for a stencil. It doesn't get underneath or anything like that. So what I did to cut it was, I just took, cut down a sheet of the adhesive, and then I took a piece of my this is deli paper, so I laid that in between my stencil, or the stencil material, and the die, and I cut it, and then it helps this stuff to pop out of here. So you'll see, because I'm going to do it again. All right, so I'm just going to position this, but let me just show you. So all you do is you kind of lay it down, and you can feel it lock in. So see how that just kind of went in to where it needs to go. So I'm going to slip this under and hope that this cuts, because I don't really want to mess with, I don't want to get it wrong. If you get it wrong, you might be off a little bit. Now see, I have this in between here. You know what? I don't think I even am going to use that. I think it's not that much to pop out. So I'm just going to leave it there, because I can feel it. See how I'm trying to move it and it won't go? It's just sitting right there. So I'm going to take my cutting pad and just lay that on top. And we're going to run this through. We'll do it through 2 times, so maybe that'll help it pop out a little bit. It's not that bad. It's kind of fun. And when I roll it back, I secure it down so that it doesn't shift while I'm trimming. So let's see how this looks. And there we go. See how it just matched up? Now we have a couple little things here. I just kind of, move them. And if you're stenciling, they'll kind of move around. So you can do it the same way. If you want to go this way, you can do that. Just match it up wherever you see the pattern aligning, and then you can go down and cut another strip. So that's how I think Susie did a couple projects on for the release party on a scrapbook layout. So you can get a long, or you can go width wide. You just have to be a little careful. I could have done this better, but all right, let's just take these out. The big ones come out easily. It's those little inside ones, but even then it's not anything big. And then we're just going to stencil on the cover of one of the, and sometimes I use this pokey tool, but sometimes I use a stylus, because this can get stuck on adhesive, and it's very sharp. You might poke yourself. So I like the stylus because it's duller and it works just as well. So whatever you use. And maybe yours popped out. Now, if I had used that deli paper, it would have come out easier. And you'd also get, what I like about that is you get little kind of soft, well, I'll show you in a minute. It's pretty. The only thing is it's very flimsy. So you get this. This is what I got on my first run through the piece I had already done. Is that pretty? It's almost like a vellum. So you could put this on top, just trim this down and put it on top of paper and just have kind of a subtle pattern going through it. So that's how you do it. So I thought we hadn't gone through that, so that's a good thing. I could use my brush. I never think of that, but I should, because it's a cool tool. Okay, let's get our covers. They're right here. Okay, so what I figured that I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off 2 of these and 1 I'm going to leave. So let's see which one. That's kind of cool. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave this one. This will be my flap to come over. And these I'm just going to use. Hi, Linda. Hi, everybody. Yes, thanks for the reminder. Next time I need to get that out. I don't know why I don't think of it. Now, you could use your blade. I know Leslie would love if I did, but I'm just going to cut because it takes less time. Just make sure you stay in the little ditch here. It's not that big a deal, but it's easier to cut the chipboard because it's just lighter weight than the mat board. And if you have little things hanging off here, just get your little sanding block and, get rid of that. Not a problem. There's a tool for everything, right? Thankfully, love my tools. All right, so I have 2 covers with 2 little tabs, and I have 1 with 3. So what I'm going to do, let's see, do I want to do this first? Maybe I'll stencil first. All right, let's try this little mat. I don't know. I don't know how strongly it's going to hold it, but maybe. All right, so I'm going to make this be my front cover. And I'm just going to stick this down. And then I'm going to take my little stencil here. I'm going to get some more release paper. And, let me see. I was going to do that color, but then I changed my mind. What do you think? Beach or thinking? I'm thinking a darker one. Or even brown would be pretty, or gold might be nice. But I think I'm going to go with the darker color. All right, so I'm just going to lay this on here. Now, it's not going to go all the way because I didn't, go downward. So I'm just going to kind of center this, and I might even go over the border here. Let's see. I can't tell where I should have trimmed it to fit. And what I might do is take that down. Now this is tape from ThermoWeb. It's like the purple tape. I have trouble keeping it together. So let's just tape it down so it doesn't move. All right, and I need a brush. So here are some brushes that I'm still unpacking. Oh, I was looking for these magnets. I knew it. I try to pack everything down and then I can't find stuff. I need like a reference manual. Where did I put those magnets? And they stick to everything. Hi, Barbara Carlson. Is there someone you can find all the tutorials to making books? Oh, well, Barbara, you could go on my my YouTube channel. It's easier to find stuff on the YouTube channel. I have more of them on my Facebook page, but it's just hard to find them. Like you go under more and then it says videos. So if you don't find the ones that you want, try that. Okay. Now I probably should do this on my cover because, well, let's practice on here. So I'm just going to go over and around just very softly. I like to go darker on the edges and lighter in the middle. And I'm just rubbing over this. And you don't even have to fill in the whole thing. You could just kind of do some on the corners, however you like. And I know it doesn't look like we're doing much, but it shows up more than you think, and you'll see in a minute. And just be very soft. So let's see. Ready? It's always fun. Oh, look at that. I think I want to do a little more though. So let's pick up a little more paint. The one thing about stenciling is you can always make it darker, but you can't make it lighter. Unless you have baby wipes. Sometimes that works, but not always. So I'm just going to go around the edges, make this a little bit darker. Now this paper had kind of a little feel to it, like, I don't know how to describe it, but I thought, I wonder if that's going to stick. Okay, that's pretty. Look at that. You could even take this and reposition it and, go up here. Let's do that because I'm not sure I like that. So I forgot about the gold up here. So you can always adjust it and add a little more. And the pattern, matches up, so that's nice. I was so happy when I did that. Okay, that looks good. And let's go down here too. Just a little bit. And we can go up here too. And just cover the whole front. Isn't that pretty? It did stick to this mat, I have to say. And I can go through and do more, but that's basically how it works. So you can see, you could make a whole page of stencil. Now the only thing is, you would have to have if you wanted to make it wider than this, you'd have to have like a Big Shot Plus or the switch, because that's 9 inches. So then you could move it over further, and down here too. You could make a big 9-inch square. But this is a nice size because you can reposition it because the pattern matches up. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you about that. Okay. Is it possible to use the dye itself to stencil? You can, but you'd have to wash it, which, I think you could. Yeah, I mean, why not? It is a little, it comes in a little here. Do you see what I mean? This is a little wider, so it wouldn't be exactly the same pattern because if you look at it, this is a little more detailed. These are skinnier, these little pieces here, but you could. Yeah. I just never wanted to wash it because I'd be afraid that it would come off on something that I was trying to cut, that I only had one of, and who knows. All right, so let's put our book together. And to do that, I'm going to use my red line tape. And I have this in my Etsy store if anybody needs some. And we could use the wide, actually. Let's just do that. Because we're only doing 2, and I'm just going to put that, oh, you know what? We'll use 1 wide and 1, no, oh, I put on the wrong thing. Okay, this is going to be my front cover, so I need to put it underneath. So let's see. All right, wait a minute. Let me go back here. Rewind. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to fold over our covers like that. It's really easy with this. This is like, feels so soft. All right, so I was putting it on here, and I'm just going to add a little bit more. And you'll never know anything ever happened. See? All right, so we need to put our adhesive on the back of the backside. You're so happy you got the dies from the release. Oh, good, Charlotta. How fun. All right, I messed that up, but maybe we can fit a 1/4-inch piece there. With something this thin, it probably doesn't even matter, but just to be sure, I'm going to do it. So this will keep it nice and sturdy. I like this idea of the flap because then you don't have to worry about the cover getting dirty or, you know, you just, it's all its own little enclosed thing. Okay. All right, so we're going to take our front cover, and I still can go back and, you know, I can stencil this if I want. And I'm just going to come up a tiny bit, going to leave a little bit showing here. You see that? Just so that I know that this can kind of fold over if it has to. I don't like when they get too tight and you can't flex it either way. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, this is so easy. We're just going to fold over on this first flap here and then on the third. Okay. And then we're just going to add this flap. Now you could go on, this might be a better idea. See, actually, it could fold either way. I'm going to put it on the bottom because that way you can fold it either way. I was going to have this be the cover, but I don't know. I kind of like it that way because I did the work on the cover. That is going to affect our closure, though. So we're going to have to decide which one to be the front if we want to have a closure, which I kind of do. I mean, we still could do a lot of different things, and let's talk about that. Let's get this together, and then, all right, so again, I'm not putting it exactly, I'm giving it a little room to move. I think that's right. Yeah, I mean, I could just stencil this. What I was thinking of doing to close it is to put like a little piece of elastic here and then a button or a hitch fastener or something, and then this would just, you know, attach around here. Or you could do it like this and just have it fold out that way. So, well, I wasn't thinking about that, but this is better than I thought because you have options. What do you guys think? I mean, I could just stencil that. While we're thinking about it, I'm going to stencil it, and maybe that will change my mind one way or another. I'm going to start it up here this time, and then I'm going to shift it down. And I think we might need a little more on our brush. Isabel, what do you think? You've got a few. Yeah, it would work with any dies. Yeah, it's just nice to have a flap. We did have the wrap journal, and that was all on one piece, which was really handy. But that one is now bye-bye. So very sad, but that's what happens. All good things must come to an end. So now just be careful with this because it will shift if you don't tack it down. And let's try that. Oh, okay, now it's cooperating. And you can tape it to wherever you're working, to the table or to itself. And if it moves around a little, don't worry about it. It's fun, isn't it? And you can blend colors too. You know, you can add colors or colors, I guess. I kind of think this is moving around. Just if you run out, just grab some more ink. You don't need a lot though. That's like the biggest stenciling mistake, is putting too much paint on your brush and then it gets underneath and then it's a disaster. Uh-oh. Well, something moved somewhere, but I still think it's pretty. I don't have anything in the middle, so I might just like do a little in the middle and leave it. Well, it doesn't even look bad. And then do down here. You can see it's kind of mixed media-ish. Like you meant to do that. The Trick is matching up the pattern. But even if you don't, so what? Just leave a little space between and it will, the pattern is kind of implied. You don't have to worry about it, or, you know, it's fine. It's not as thick. That looks like old book cloth, doesn't it? I love this. This is really neat. I don't have much pattern here, so I'm going to darken this up a little bit. All right, so what do we think about the closure? Do it on the side. That's pretty. All right, let's see what it looks like. We might want to do the back just for the heck of it. It's kind of faded looking. I kind of like that one better. What do you guys think? I love the wrap journal too, Carol Lewis. Magnetic closure. Now that would be easy. Oh, I have magnets. Ha. All right, wait a minute. Where did I put them? Here they are. All right, let's talk about how we would do it. I'm not sure I want to do it, but let's talk about it. Okay, these things are pain in the rear end. And the reason is they stick together so strongly. Oh, I got them. All right. So I like the ring magnets because you can brad these and they have to stay. The other ones you have to depend on adhesive. So if I'm doing that, I try to put it on a flap or behind paper so that it stays where it's supposed to be. They're really strong and they can easily go through this. So if I were to put one on here or even on the back, the only thing is you have to make sure you arrange it so that it's going the right direction. You know, the magnetic pull is going the right way. So what I usually do is I put them together like that, and I stick on one, and then I take the other one off, and I keep it in that position and put it to whatever level I'm going to do it. But now, who knows? Oh, okay. Did it. All right. This was the top. So this would go like that. So what I would do here probably is just take another piece of paper, and what I could do is just cut that and, you know, cover the inside flap. Let's do that while we're at it. And I have some scrap so I can just kind of trim it. All right. Oh, I don't have my trimmer. It's going to take me a week to get everything back to where it was. So annoying. All right. And so I'm going to arrange that first underneath, and I'm going to stick that on with strong tape so it stays where it's supposed to for while I'm positioning my paper. And then it will be hidden, which is nice. Okay. Whoa. It scared me to death. All right, so I want this to be showing. I can't take it off with one hand. This thing is crazy. Okay, so this is what we want showing. I'm just going to stick it in the middle here. All right. I should have made that longer. Wait a minute. Okay, that'll do it. Okay, and now let's just make sure we have this one going the right way. So this is going to fold over like that. So I want this one to line up down here, like that. So I am going to temporarily lightly tape this. And then the magnet's going to have to find its friend. I'm not going to stick it though. This is the hardest part. Oh, my scissors just stuck to my magnets. All right, let's see. Oh, Well, I think I got it. Yeah, you can you see, wait a minute. Can you see down there that they're, no, well, they're stuck. Okay. Well, that was pretty good. Let's just cover this. I'm gonna just use some glue. That's pretty too. I like it with that. Oh, oh no, don't do that. This is a new bottle, so it's not like stuck on there yet. I think I'm doing that right. I just kind of screwed it down, hopefully. Let's plunge that out a minute. All right, let's see. Yay. So nice when you have a fresh glue, don't you think? So does this give you guys ideas? I hope so. That's what we're trying to do here. Yeah, you're going to have a little bump, and put your magnet over far enough that you can still adhere it in. These things will try to escape, I'm telling you. They're evil. All right, look at that. That's pretty nice. Now, maybe I might move it over a tiny bit because it seems like it's going over the edge. And this is the trickiest part. There, yeah, that's nice. Okay, look at that. Yeah, pretty good. All right, I have to figure out what to put in it, but for now, I do have extra paper, so I think I'm going to cover this too. And why not? While we're at it, I'm just going to do it to here, and then I don't know if I have a piece wide enough for the middle, but I could piece it, or depending on what I decide to put inside. I probably will want to cover it. I don't know if I have enough. Seems like I should, but all right. I didn't know about those magnets. Yeah, they're really, where did I mark that? Oh, here. They're really so powerful. That's the thing about them. Super powerful. But, I mean, if you need something to stick, you got it. Okay. Yeah, neat. Could even stencil that. All right, I'm just going to trim that a little more because it's going to make the edge stick out. Oh, I already know. All right, that was a little silly. You cut it, but I've got some. Whoa. I'm telling you, these magnets are crazy. And I could peel that off, but I'm just going to leave it there. And let's try putting the adhesive on here this time. All right. I'm putting that messy side to the fold here. Yeah, cool. All right, and we could go ahead and, oh, no, see. I should have trimmed that a little more. I think I can take it off. All right, let's just give it another little tiny bit of a trim. I'm just going to leave that because I hate that when it gets caught in the fold like that. And then this gets expanded. Oops, sorry, I was out of the way here. I'm just going to refresh this glue. So that was lucky. The thing with the gray board, kind of the chipboard, you do have, it's easier to pull it up. So if you do something, don't worry, you can adjust. And that's on most projects, really. Thankfully. Thankfully for me, because I mess them up half the time. All right, that's good. Yeah, that just clicks right in. Look at that. All right, now we have to think about what we want to put in here. And I probably will go ahead. Yeah, I have enough. I think. Oh, I've got this strip right here. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to patch that in. And I'll show you this on Tuesday, and we'll figure out what we want to put inside. But what I'm thinking is maybe some pockets, like, maybe a little book somewhere for your shopping list. And wait a minute. So we have our closure. I was going to do that other thing, but we don't need to. Now, hopefully in your bag, this is going to stay closed. I might take a piece of elastic and just wrap it around. There's some really pretty ones. Let me see if I can find one. This one is really, really pretty. Oh, well, that's kind of bright. But I could still add some brown to that or tone it down a little. Or I could use white or, just one of these colors or ribbon. But that does seem pretty straightforward. But, oh, wait a minute. Here's another one. Can you tell? I like that color. That's not bad. The gold. So other things that I've done, even though we have already got a pretty sturdy closure here, is you can take a loop of this and kind of tape it or staple it even down and then have it loop over the top. So like right here, you stick it down because otherwise I don't like when they come off and you can't find them again. So I like when mine are anchored here, either in the side or in a little, a knot or something. This is too thick to knot inside. You could do a slit though, right here in the binding and kind of stick that in and glue it and then have it to where you can loop it over the top. But there's tons of ways to do closures. But anyway, guys, that is what I had today. You could use the waterfall die to cut papers for the center. That would be pretty. Cliffhanger for the next Facebook Live. Yes. Why I don't remove the red line tape. I don't know. I could have done that. I just didn't. I don't know, Leslie. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I just didn't do it. I don't know if they're perfect, Melissa, but it did turn out pretty nice. And it's kind of customized. I mean, for just plain paper, and we could go ahead and stencil these too if we wanted. This is kind of bothering me, but we'll cover that with something. So we could do little strips and we could, ink around the edges if we want. And I might do that, like to have some little brown and antique-y. But the main thing I wanted to show was, one, how to make your stencil bigger, and two, how to add a flap, which we did. So we'll go ahead on Tuesday and we'll add some more to this. So we'll have kind of a running project here. It's fun to do that, I have to say. I can't believe the magnets lined up. That's like a miracle. So, all right, guys, any questions besides why don't I remove the red line tape? Anything else? Let me see if I saw anything. People do use thin ones for stenciling. I think you get a more precise, cleaner, a more detail if you use and it's also flexible, which the metal isn't. So I think it might be hard to get the brush in there, but I don't know. I might try it. You've got a few book dies. Yeah, so you can see how you can use this for other dies that you might have too. The same thing would work for the flaps. Okay. Oh, hey, Jimmy. Are you watching me while you're driving? All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to head out. I just heard my husband come in, so keep an eye out, and I have some videos that I've been recording. But I'm thinking I'm going to save them for when I go on this cruise that we're going on in September. So I may just do these videos and release them when I'm gone. So it won't be live, but it will be something, some ideas. So that's my thought. All right. Yes, it was a stencil. We made a stencil, Cindy. Yes, it was a die cut. So good seeing you guys, and thanks to everybody who came to the retreat. It was so much fun. We made a stencil, Cindy, out of this. So if you watch the replay, you can see how we did it. We made it wider. So anyway, thanks everybody. Yes, we made it from the die. Isn't it amazing? Great. Oh, good seeing you too, Scrapbook Garage. All right. Have a great night, everybody, and a good weekend. Okay. See you soon. Bye.